Welcome to Blind Bourbon and Whiskey Reviews. I'm your host Lindsey and this is John, risking his liver to discover new bourbons. We base our reviews off of a 25-point scale we developed and then multiply that by 4 to get up to 100. We start with 5 points for smell, then 10 points for taste, then 5 for the finish, and 5 points combined for the look of the bottle and the liquid inside. Now on to the review.
He didn't ask me about his beard. He must know it's on point.
I just
Did you just comb it? You
yes,
combed
I
it.
just combed it.
Never mind.
Gotta keep it groomed.
All right, guys. So I'm really interested to see what John does with this one. This is a unique one, so we'll see how this one goes.
So, right off the bat, I get strong grape.
What's with you and grapes lately?
That's what I smell. This is only the second thing I've ever gotten grapes out of.
Maybe it's me. I smell grapes a lot.
Only other thing I get grapes out of is ocean.
Oh.
And this is definitely not ocean.
It's interesting.
Get a little bit of green apple too. I didn't have that in my notes, but
You smell it?
I get it.
That big old sniffer.
It's got a little floral in it too. Light cinnamon and slight alcohol. Doesn't seem very high proof. You get a lot of nuttiness too.
Like peanutty or just like a handful of nuts?
Peanutty, I guess. A little bit of chocolate.
Got some interesting tones there.
Actually, a little bit of caramel too, and strangely, it actually smells like Snickers bar. Smell it until you get the nuttiness, and then you'll see it all come together, maybe, or maybe it's just me.
That was bad. I just whiffed all the alcohol.
You always get more alcohol than I get.
My nose is smaller. It has less room to move around in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yours moves around up in there and all the alcohol goes away. I could see that. That's weird. I smell fruity floral. I smell potpourri.
That's I got, yeah. You get a little bit of rye on it too. I don't usually smell rye.
Like rye bread smell or
No,
like
like the rye green.
like green rye? Okay.
Like a rye whiskey. It's got a tiny hint of that in there.
Okay.
It smells a little bit better than it did last night for some reason. I'm going to give it a 3.75.
Okay. Okay, so 3.75 on the smell. How about the taste?
It's got a big peppery bite. Grape comes through. It's like a peppery grape. Kind of odd.
That is kind of odd.
Definitely get rye in there. Black pepper. A little bit of fresh cinnamon, like freshly ground. And that grape just keeps coming back though.
That's weird.
Yeah. It's kind of simple with the peppery and a little bit of grape. I don't get any vanilla or caramel on the palate. Kind of wish I did. It's a tough one.
Is it a good simple or is it a bad simple?
It just tastes a little young.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. It's good.
Okay.
It's not great.
Okay.
Now the finish, the little bit of char sticks to the tongue. It's medium length. It's kind of thin. A lot of rye sticks around for a while. Get a pretty good hug too. But I do think it's a little bit lower proof.
What do you guess the proof is?
I was guessing like 90.
Okay.
It's a tough one because it has a really big bite, but it doesn't have that alcohol feel to it. It's a little odd because I don't get any oak on the nose, on the palate, on the finish or anything, just that little bit of char.
Okay.
I give the finish...
One more chance.
It's a lot better than I had it last night. Not a lot more better, but I give it a 3 out of 5.
Okay.
It's good, but it's not elite. What do I got in my beard?
I don't know.
Is it liquid?
No.
Oh. Might have been dinner.
It almost looks like the ceiling, like the speckle stuff. I don't know. Anyways. Sabotage. Okay, so you're giving the finish a 3.
Yep. So, the look. I really love the look on this. The color is a little light. Also tells me young.
The fingerprints are really nice.
Yeah. Forms many, many legs. It looks very thin and they run really fast. But a lot of liquid still sticks to the glass. Can you see? You can see fingerprints for sure.
Kind of, no, maybe a little bit. Oh, there you go. It's a little bit of it.
So the color is like a amber. I don't even know if you can go any more than amber. But it's got that shimmeriness. I think it's my glass that makes it look shimmery. I got 2 on the color. 2 out of 2.5.
Okay. So that gives us 5. So 11, 14.75.
Okay.
Everybody ready for the big review?
So my guess was 90-ish proof Old Forester rye. It's got a lot of rye. It's got a lot of bite into it.
So this is a unique one. I remember when we first started dating, you picked up a bottle of this. And then just recently we've been starting to see it and you've been itching to get a bottle. And you got a bottle. And it's almost gone. So you've been enjoying it. And there is a 10-year at our buddy's store that we are itching to get our hands on. Because John's pretty excited to try it. So, big reveal. It is Corner Creek Reserve Bourbon.
All right. I feel pretty good about that.
I mean, I'd say you do.
All right, let me start out by saying this is a $25 bottle. It is one of the Willet products that Noah's Mill, Rowan's Creek, they're just, you don't know much about them. They source them in and then they slap a label on this in a fake distillery. This is one of the rare ones. I actually know a little bit about this because I like the brand. I want to try the 10-year and hopefully they keep going with other products. It's corn, wheat, and rye. You don't get that very often.
That's an interesting mash bill.
And I've read that it's a winter wheat or a winter rye. I don't know what that means.
I don't know. You're the expert.
So, there's good and bad about the bottle. I like the wine bottle. I like the label. It's kind of rustic.
It's got my cool divot in the bottom. Points for that.
Yeah. The green bottle I don't really love. It kind of feels like they're faking the color on the inside. But they're said to be around 7 to 8 years aged, which I don't see that whatsoever. I'd say it's 4. I don't even know how people think it's 7 to 8. I know it used to have an age statement of 8, but there's no way.
Maybe.
I mean, you can see the Corner Creek 10-year in the store, and it's a clear bottle, and it's dark.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's 8.
Okay, so we'll go for 4-ish.
Yeah, I think it's around 4.
Okay.
You want to read the story on the back? I really like their story. I like their... It might be fake, but...
Okay. In the tradition of the great wine importers, we at Corner Creek search for the elusive few great barrels of prime American whiskey and offer it to you in this limited bottling of Corner Creek Reserve bourbon whiskey. An exceptional marriage of the finest selected grains, aged in new American oak and smoothed to perfection with Kentucky limestone water. Corner Creek is only lightly filtered so that it retains all its complex flavor and is bottled in an as natural a state as possible. Few other whiskeys can claim this. This 88 proof whiskey is produced under the strict supervision of our master distiller at Corner Creek in Bardstown, Kentucky. For Marvin and Sydney. I don't know who Marvin and Sydney are, but...
So I just looked it up real quick. It is winter wheat. I don't know what that means. What is winter wheat?
Do I look like Webster?
You look smart. So it says it's one of the few that uses both winter wheat and rye. So that's interesting. They got...
I bet it's wheat they cut in the winter.
Maybe down south, probably.
Maybe.
I know there's winter wheat, Blue Moon.
Right. Maybe it's the same concept.
I don't get
just
any
bourbon.
wheat on it. It's a little different, so...
It's definitely... I like my wheated bourbons, and
I would not have guessed that's a wheated bourbon.
No, this is not...
But the wheateds we know are aged a lot more.
This might be a baby Weller-ish-esque.
It's similar to Larceny, honestly.
Yeah, I could see that. It's good stuff, but don't go into it thinking wheated, because it's not. It's not the sweet, smooth that you're thinking you're going to get.
It's better than Maker's Mark.
Yes. Well, that doesn't take much.
So for $25, my score is a little bit low, but just think of that price point, and it's a really good everyday drinker at that. If you can find it. I mean, it... All right, so what does that bring us up to? I'm going to give the bottle... Yeah, I really like the bottle, so it's tough. Does it have a good cork pop? It's a little used, even though I bought it like last week or a couple weeks ago.
It's a very bassy cork pop.
Yeah, that's because it's a little empty. If it was a green bottle, I'd give it close to, or was not a green bottle, I'd give it close to full points. But I'm going to give it a 2.
Okay. So 2, 4, 7, 13, 16.75. He's checking my math, guys.
$67.
That's fair.
I think that's accurate. I think I'd like it to be a little bit higher, but for $25, it's hard to expect a ton.
It's where it needs to be for its price point and what it is. I think that's the bottom line. I'm excited for you. I don't know when. Hopefully, eventually, he'll decide that he's going to buy that 10-year. Because that's all he does is talk about it. So I'm excited for when I come home and that's sitting on the counter. Because I really want to see what something a little bit older of this will do. I definitely think it'll be a pretty comparable whiskey to some of the stuff we have on the higher shelves. So
88 proof. I wish it was a little bit higher. I wonder if that's lower in my score.
Usually.
But, I mean, still at $25, every time I see this, I'm probably going to pick it up because I don't see it very often.
No, we see it when we hit like the weird, out of the way,
The
little
less traveled
teeny,
ones.
the less traveled, little teeny tiny roadside liquor stores. That's when we find it. So, but we know a couple places that are carrying it right now, so we might have to go grab another bottle of it soon.
I don't know of anyone carrying it.
Secret. I do. So we'll have to go find it.
So just keep in mind my point scale and see that 67 really is not that bad.
No,
I mean, I
it's
rated
not.
Weller Antique 107 70, and I'm still hurting about that. I'm not gonna lie.
So, well,
All right, 67.
there you go. on to bigger and better, hopefully, with that 10-year. We'll see.
So that wraps up this review. Leave a comment if you have tried this whiskey and let us know what you thought. Please like and share us to social media, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to leave a suggestion for our next review. Thanks for watching.